What is today, Ted?
I have a Birdland, and I'm going to use it, and I don't even need a permit. This is an acoustic Birdland, 1962 Cherry Birdland from Kalamazoo, Michigan. It is the twin brother, and it's only got one gender. This is the brother of the other brother Birdland made in Kalamazoo that I played the national anthem for the Chuck Berry event last night. for the Chuck Berry Donald Trump event last night. And I'm telling you, nobody's feet touched the ground because I got the groove, baby. This is a free-for-all Friday, babe. What a great groove, huh? Anyhow, only on a Gibson Birdland because it's hollow. Can you get that nice acoustic sound?
How was the crowd last Sunday evening in Detroit for the President Trump rally? When you went out there and played the national anthem, what was that like?
You know, Keith, you and I have spent a lot of time with a lot of great patriots, and we've done a lot of great rallies with the great President Donald Trump. I've been so blessed and honored and just inspired and motivated beyond the English language to be a part of this great man, the greatest president of all time in my absolute belief. And since the greatest president of all time was invited to Detroit to do a rally on the Lincoln Day dinner, they may as well bring the #1 Hellraiser from Detroit to play the national anthem, and we could become spoiled real quick because talking about goodwill, decency, friendliness, cockiness, sense of humor, positive energy, positive spirit, love of country, standing up for God, family, country, Constitution, Bill of Rights. We had thousands and thousands of real Michiganiacs, not Governor Whitmer's, suburb of San Francisco, Michigan. We're talking about the original work ethic, family, productivity, man in the arena, Michigan that I was born in. It was so wonderful. President Trump hit all the important points. And the takeaway, the headline is if the evil forces clearly destroying America hate Donald Trump this much and are putting forth such insane effort to destroy Donald Trump, then he is indisputably the man that can save America. Because if evil forces hate this man that much, I believe he's like Michael the Archangel in conflict with Satan. So that's the pulse that was there last night. Let's summarize the Lincoln Day dinner. Let's see, 2023, celebrating Abraham Lincoln, the Republican that ended slavery, even though the Democrat Party fought tooth and nail to keep slavery legal. And then the Democrat Party fought against the Civil Rights Act, and the Democrat Party instituted Jim Crow laws. And in 2023, they hate the Republican president that had the lowest unemployment and the greatest quality of life upgrade in the history of Black America. And still the Democrats are protesting the Lincoln Day dinner and President Trump, and they hate Ted Nugent. Boy, am I in good company or what?
Yeah. Well, I saw where the president, one of the most pointed parts of his speech was that he is going to obliterate the deep state. I think that resonates. And the other point that stuck out to me is on day one, he's going to secure our borders. What's your take on those two topics?
You know, we all know what the bullet points are for a quality of life in America because Donald Trump promised all of them in 2016, and he delivered on all of them. Now, let's be perfectly clear and honest. He made a terrible mistake with the bump stock ban, which has no influence whatsoever on firepower, accuracy, rounds downrange, or crime. Somebody lied to him, and he mistakenly banned the bump stock, which the Supreme Court overturned because he was given bad information. That was a mistake he made. He also made a terrible mistake with Operation Warp Speed, somehow thinking that you could create a vaccination, a legal, effective vaccination in record time. That was another terrible mistake. So I'm acknowledging that. I acknowledge the mistakes. But he had delivered on all of his promise. He secured the border like never before, reduced violent crime like never before, reduced unemployment like never before, had energy dominance like never before, saved taxpayers trillions of dollars with global contracts where we were taking it up the ass and paying off the debts and the fines of our enemies. Everything Donald Trump did outside of the bump stock and the Operation Warp Speed made quality of life superior in the United States of America. Strongest military. So those are the points he touched on. And remember, here's a president that promised things that would make America great, and he delivered on all of them, and he's going to do it again.
I just want to add one other thing and then let you continue. He also ended all of our needless foreign wars, brought all of our troops home,
yes,
and gave America for the first time in multiple generations peace across the globe. But go ahead, Ted.
Those are so important, and he touched base on those very important points also, because all these great warriors that believed in Uncle Sam, that came back in flag-draped coffins, I don't think I'll ever get over that, because those wars were illegal, those directions and those commands were immoral, and they paid the ultimate sacrifice. He touched on all those points, Keith. And remember, on all those points that he touched on in 2016, he delivered on. He's the only politician in my lifetime. In fact, the beauty is he wasn't a politician. He was a businessman that decided to represent the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, the Ten Commandments, the Golden Rule, and we the people for quality of life in America, and the rest of the world can kiss our ass. He had Putin under control. He had Xi under control. He had North Korea under control. He was the proudest, most warrior-like leader this country has ever seen. I'm aware of Eisenhower, and I'm aware of Roosevelt, and I'm aware of Teddy Roosevelt, and I'm aware of Ronald Reagan. Donald Trump was the best, and here's the bottom line on the Nightly Nuge. If we want America strong, great, proud, and safe again, Donald Trump. The Nightly Nuge wants everybody watching to communicate with their family and friends and coworkers and church and school and everybody in their lives. We have got to get conservative, we the people, Americans, to vote Donald Trump in such massive numbers that the deep state gangsters cannot manipulate it. And you can help us do that by going to hunternation.org. Hunternation.org, where we're circling the wagons to make sure that only living American citizens get one vote apiece. So if you really believe that Joe Biden has destroyed everything he's come into contact with, and that Donald Trump made everything great that he came into contact with, go to hunternation.org and circle those conservative wagons with us. I'm telling you, that's the recipe to make America strong, free, safe, and great again.
Before I let you go today, Ted, the one thing I keep hearing is there's this group of, they call them soccer moms in middle America, that for some reason or another are going to be why Donald Trump does not win in 2024. Ted, you talk to more people than anyone I know. You see people from all walks of life. They all come to your concerts. What would you say directly to those soccer moms or those people that for some reason are opposed to Donald Trump for one reason or another? What would be your direct comments to them as to why it is critical that they get over whatever it is and vote for Donald Trump?
The Democrats support after-school Satan clubs, Mom. Hey, mothers of America, I don't care if you're a soccer mom or a bowling mom or a barbecue mom. The Democrat Party supports drag queen events where perverted men sing, "I love it when you kiss me where I pee." That's the Democrat Party. Donald Trump will put an end to that. He will save America and make America moral and prosperous for your children. If you can't make that decision, I can't help you.
Well, tomorrow, Ted, we'll talk a little bit about hunting, a little bit about PETA, a little bit about just anything that tickles your fancy when it comes to the outdoors on the weekend edition of the Nightly Nuge.
I'll see you tomorrow. Nightly Nuge, truth, logic, common sense, and lots of fun. Sadie, what are you squawking about? What do you want? What do you want?
Welcome to the Nightly